Okay, this is a new MacBook 14-inch M3 Max MacBook Pro. Okay, 36 gigs of memory, 1 terabyte SSD. Fantastic computer. And what I'm going to be showing is with this video file that I put on this SD card on how fast it's processed on here. And this was done in 8K30. Okay, so I'm impressed with the M3 Max processor. It's much faster than the M1 Ultra, and the video quality, I saw less stuttering after using this with Ecamm Live Pro than I do with the Studio 32 or 64. So this doesn't have 64 gigs of RAM, but it does have 4 more gigs of RAM than the Studio 32. Okay, just from this laptop. I do notice that when you're doing some heavy stuff, the battery does run a lot quicker than if you're just watching YouTube. Okay, and I did put up the nits a little bit more to about maybe 400, for this monitor. But you can leave it off, and you can have an external monitor to it. And I got an external 4K monitor that I could put probably right here, and you just have this set up on a laptop stand and work off of that. But that's later. Okay, this is for portability. When I go on a trip or something, I got something that I can deal with. But anyway, make a long story short, let's go to the Z6 II. Wearing the cap today. I haven't shaved. I'm going to be mowing the grass. Here's the ZF. In this video, I showed that I had the fan on. So, and I got the microphone over here. So I'm going to see. Let's see. How can I do this? I'll do it this way. Okay. That way I got more room with the fan. With the tripod. Okay, tighten it there. There's the mic. So let me try this out. So, do I sound better this way? I got the microphone straight at me, right next to the keyboard. Now I'm going to move it by the tripod and see if I really need the microphone, because this is a shotgun microphone. And I just have it pointing to me. And I could do it like that. So what I'm going to try to do now is you can probably still hear my voice. It still sounds good. But I'm going to move over to the product table. And then I'm trying to find a place where I have a mic centrally out of the way. It still sounds good. And wherever I go, you can hear it pretty much. So let's see what happens if I move to the product review table and show off the Mac. So here's the product review table. Can you hear my voice? It's not pointing at me, but this is just an example of how you test out the studio. Now I'm going to move the mic over here to see if there's a sound quality difference. And I'll move it like right here. Okay? So you can see the mic. Does my voice sound better? Or does it matter? Now, if I move closer, yes, it matters. But if you can still hear it, if I leave it in this position, out of the way, centrally located, and I'll do it something like this. Basically, that's good enough. I'll move this back over here. I'm going to sit at the desk and go to the Z5. All right. There's the MacBook again. How does the voice sound? All right. The other thing is I'm going to turn on the fan to keep this camera from showing a thermometer. Okay? It's nice and quiet. When I turn on the fan, what I'm also listening to is if there's any noise that's added to it, if it's annoying or whatever. So here I go. So I got it on low. Can you hear it? I got the microphone this way, pointing to me, but it might pick it up. So when I speak, the microphone's picking up pretty much the sound, and I have it away. So I'm going to stop this and watch the video and see how it performs. Okay, so I'm in a central position with the microphone. I didn't really hear much of a difference with the fan. So it is off now. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to walk around, and we're going to listen to my voice to see if I should just position it here, walk to the product review table, or have the microphone somewhere situated, like maybe in one place. But you would still have to point it to get for the best sound. So the fan is off right now. If I look at it, I can see when I talk, the bar goes up. Also, when I want you to look on the ZF, is the LED lights in the back. If I move my hands, so you see, you'll see it as I move. I'm a little out of focus. You can see the what you're not supposed to see on that. So I'm doing kind of like a Peter Greg thing, making it, if I go in front, it looks good, but you'll see that glitch right there because of the switching back and forth. So I wanted to show that off. So it does do that. But if I stay in the center, you won't see much. But if I move over here, there you go. Okay? Put a hand up. See that? So I put it over the face. So, just to show you different things you have to look at, what might set the camera up. This 10-bit looks fantastic, folks. I can compare it to the Z6 II, and you tell me the difference. I'm trying to match the colors as best as possible between both cameras. This is 8-bit, and I look a little bit more red, okay? And it might be the lighting and stuff like that. I'll move the head up a little bit, okay? If I turn to the side, all right? Yeah, you notice the pink or reddish or, you know, that's the only difference with the 8-bit. If I go back to 10-bit, so it's a little better complexion. Colors look a little bit better too. So it seems a little bit sharper, okay, to me, what I'm looking at. And it might be the lighting, I don't know. But I'm going to turn on the fan. Now, I did see the volume go up, so it is picking up the fan. And if I go to the volume for the computer, yeah, I don't have it up all the way. It's only like 2/3. But anyway, the test is with this microphone. Okay. So I'm going to move, let's say, Z62. Okay. I know it's kind of annoying with the LED lights and stuff, but you can hear my voice still pretty good. I got the fan on low, but it is a little noisy. It's not as quiet, but you know, it's better than nothing. It's keeping the camera cool, and I should never see a thermometer ever again, unless it's real hot in the summertime. So I'm going to move to the product review table. Well, actually, I'm going to move back. Am I a little bit more echoey? Now, I do have kind of like a dead cat or a muffler on this harmonic, and it has the no, it doesn't. It doesn't have the outing on there. But anyway, it's pretty good. Now I'm going to move to the product table, do my thing, but I can hear the fan. And if you're wearing headphones, you could probably hear the fan too. Is it annoying? You may have to pick up just a different fan. Okay, I'm also going to turn on my lava lamp, or lava rock lamp. Okay, I'm going to move back down. Z62. Now let's go to the ZF. I'm trying some experiments also with the so the LED is still doing a thing, but if I move over here, yeah, so you see everything's out of focus a little bit, but if I move the hand down, yeah, I'm in focus. But look at the LED lights in the back. Now I could probably fix that by changing the aperture to, let's say, f2.8. And let's see what happens. It's at 1/60th of shutter speed. All right, it's in manual mode. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to put it at 2.8. See if it does any difference. Okay. Look at the LED lights. Okay. Am I still in focus? So you saw a little bit right there. So just by doing the aperture, it kind of corrects the situation. And it's at f2.8. You saw a little bit right there. So I'm moving the hands. Yeah, you see? Now you can turn this feature off, you know, for the tracking and stuff. But it's just something. So how do I sound? Do I sound better? Now, this is the other thing I was thinking of. Just leaving the microphone right there. Can you still hear my voice? I'm still seeing the volume thing. Can you hear the fan a lot more? If I move over to the product table, and I'm right behind the mic, and it's not pointing to me, can you still hear me? And then if I move right here, it must probably sound much better. So I'm going to end this part too. And I've been recording for about 8 minutes on this one. And I might have like one or first part, second part, whatever, with the microphone. I am thinking of changing the boom arm to lower, but if it comes from this direction, I may have to move the printer and some stuff over here. And that's a nightmare because then I have to move the cables, the dummy battery for the camera, reposition the boom arm. But that might be the thing to do. It's just go ahead and do it. Have the boom arm this way with the pointing arm that way. And just bring it lower. I'll do something. So, you just saw that flicker? So this is what Peter Gregg looks at different cameras. I don't have like a Christmas tree or Christmas decoration. I just have LED lights. So I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go a little bit higher. Let's do what? 3.2. Let's do a F4. Okay. You know, the ISO is at 1600, 1/60th of the shutter speed. Okay. Now let's see this. So you can see it. It doesn't matter what aperture you do, that's still going to do it. Turn it down, but I look darker, but I don't look as sharp or crisp as if I was all the way down to 2.0. That's just to show you. If we get closer, I look better, but go back to F2. There we go. I should look a little bit better. Anyway, so I'll take a look at this part of the microphone, and then I'll start stitching all this video part together. Chapter 4. Okay. I had to turn on the fan because the thermometer showed up on the ZF. Okay? So you do need the airflow. It's yellow. When it starts showing red, then you start seeing the bar go to the right. You know, the 10 little steps, whatever, before it overheats. So I turn on the fan. It should be gone within 5 minutes, you know, the thermometer. So you should hear a little bit of it. I turn off the lights just to prove a point. I did move my boom arm again, and it's a lower profile now, as much as I can get to it. But then I put a ball head, Zydio ball head, onto the ZFC to bring it closer, so that when I show a product, you don't see my ball head anymore. I got the camera right there. Okay? So let me show you the final result. I didn't have to move the tripod much, but this is without any lighting, folks. Just the ceiling fan. Or, you know, the light underneath the ceiling fan. That's pretty good lighting. But everything else looks dark. But if I turn on this fan, I mean this light, it's not really that much improvement, is it? Now watch this. If I turn on the other light, so it looks a little bit better. But if I move back to the Z5, which used to be my other product review table, I got a little bit more light. But you need light for the complete effect. So I'll turn on this lamp. And now you get a pretty good view of everything. Everything's well lit. I have not turned on the light in the back. I just have one on the left, one on the right, and one for the product review table. So just by doing those lights, okay, now it's bright. If I turn off the one on the left, see a difference? No, you don't. And if I turn off one on my right, just see a little bit, right? But it makes a difference when you're viewing me on the camera. So now I got the Z5 showing at me again. I believe this is the 40 millimeter. Okay. And if I go over here, more centered, so I can do this number. Get in a real close shot. Z5, folks. And I can bring it lower. Okay, which I probably will. All right, let's do it now. Just want to make sure I don't. Okay. So this one. Yes, it is. That one. Okay. So now I can fill with this. There you go. Now it matches the other ones, right? So here's the Z5, Z6 II. I can make Z5 a little bit smaller too. Yeah, that's about the same distance. Z5. See how it froze right there. ZF. Yeah, I got a little bit more space. Do that. Okay. There's the ZF. Z6 II. Z5. Full frame cameras, they look great. The only thing is I don't have that light on. Okay? And I want to show you something else. If I go back to the ZF, I just not use any of my hands. So you will see when I point, it does change a little bit. That's because I'm getting out of focus. But if I go right back here, I'm in focus all the way. But you still see the lights doing that, okay? So how do you solve the problem? Oh well, but so I cheated. Camera is fantastic. It doesn't do a focus breathing or anything. I can move my hands and I'm still in focus. That's how you solve the problem. If you have enough lighting, you don't need a light in the back to distract. Okay? The subject is in the light. That's the most important thing. Yes, it's important to see if it kind of teaches you what this camera can do and cannot do. But I can go into settings and fix that. You know, you can go into the auto tracking, whatever, and change it. Again, I don't even think I have it on anything. I think I have it on everything. So that's why it does it. If I put it on human, it might be a different story. But there it is. And the thermometer is yellow. It should disappear shortly on the ZF. Let's go back to the product review table. So it's kind of bright, right? And I got it all the way at 16 millimeter at 3.5. So it's probably the ISO, right? I have it on manual mode. Okay. So how do I, fix that? Let's see. I go to 1/3 step. Can't remember. Yeah, that's the setting there. So on C. 1/3 step. All right. But I have it in manual mode. So watch what happens when I change it to aperture priority. Okay. And I can go. To the front dial. MC 4.5. Yeah. So that didn't help, did it? I can go here. Exposure compensation. And it's a +3. Okay. This is a quick thing. And you just go to the level you want. So this is 0, okay? This is minus, so it gets darker. So if I go to a +1, and that's what I like about the ZFC, you can mess with the lighting. So it's at +1 1/3, 2/3, +2. That looks pretty good. It's not over bright, and you can see everything. And the shadow is right there. Isn't that something? Just a little shadow. So how do I fix that? You'll see a shadow this way. Turn on this other light. Does it fix the problem? No. So I can go another step up on the exposure compensation. See, now it's at +2 1/3. That might be a little bit better. You still see the shadow, but it doesn't really matter. You can still see the product. I can put another product on top. Still looks good, doesn't it? And I have the microphone in one place. So what did I accomplish? I accomplished by moving the boom arm to a different position, put in a ball head on the overhead boom arm, so I can put it at an angle, and then when I'm showing a product, you won't be able, when I'm looking at it, you won't see my bald head. Plus, I'm closer to the microphone, which should sound pretty good, and I got it centralized now. That's what I accomplished. And I'll add another 8K part to this on the final setup, how I move the boom arm. So the TV's not blocked anywhere that I sit. I can sit anywhere. The only difference is when I sit at the other desk, that this TV is blocked because of the boom arm. But The caveat to that is I got a 55-inch 4K TV that I can either watch TV, hook up to the Mac Mini if I wanted to, or I can turn around and look at this other TV. I got many choices that I can do. All right? And the thermometer's still there, but it looks like it's starting to disappear. So let's see what happens. So I'm happy with this setup. Z5. And I brought it down lower. So still a little bit above me. I think even the ZF is a little bit, just a hair above me, you know. But anyway, Z6 ZF, and I can do this. There we go. Pretty good, right? And the colors are matching right now. So I think I'm clear. I'm in focus now. And then if, I'll just move that back a little bit right there. Go back here. Yeah. And I can do that too. Just moving a little bit like that. At 5. Like that. So they kind of match, okay? And of course, the product review table. So, thank you for watching. A little boring, but it's working now. On the next video, I'll show you the complete setup, how I finished everything, and how it finally looks. I will show the thermometer, which, no, it's still there, but it's starting to disappear. Okay? It's in yellow. It's not in red, so it's doing good. Okay? So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. All right, I'm going to show you something. Okay? I turn off that light. There's the 55-inch. There's the new boom arm setup. I'm going to take it off in a moment just to show you. I got a light there, I got a light source right there, and the light source there over the ZF. So this is what I'm going to show you. I'm picking it up, moving it a little bit closer. Okay. You can probably hear the fan. The thermometer is there, right about there, okay? You probably can't see it. It's not in focus. There's the fan. It's kind of noisy. It's on mute. But anyway, so I got the Z5 instead of looking at this as another product review table, because I kept putting my head underneath this camera. Look what I did. All I had to do was just lower it and put a ball head, connect the camera, and there you have it. And there's my product review table. I'll put the turntable back. There's my microphone that I'm going to keep there. It sounds pretty good. And everything's well situated again. So I'm happy, folks. There's the ZFC. So if you look at the screen, I don't know if you can. That might be a little bit too close. but you can see the camera. So the cable to the eCam or the Elgato Cam Link, and then the dummy battery. Everything's out of the way. Still have a lot of area to do the product review, and you should never see my bald head again unless I want to show it. That's what I meant. I meant to point this down. So you can see the distance. My head is about this high. No, it's that high over the camera. So when I bend over and lean down and I'm looking at the product, you'll never see it. So everything looks good. Thank you for watching. Now let's get a final view of the room. So see, all I did was move the boom arm down and added a ball head. That's all I needed to do. It's always a learning process. And I turn off the LED lights, so I have to prove a point on the video previous to this. But thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling until next time. I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks.